So guys, what do you say to your patient when you want to crack a joint? Now, I'm not talking about permission or consent here. I'm talking about when the patient says to you, okay, so you're going to crack my back. Why? You're going to crack my pelvis. You're going to crack my lumbars. Why are you going to put a manipulative technique into that area? It's really important that you read around this topic, and it's one of the reasons why myself and my colleague Jimmy published a huge scientific research journal last year, because biomechanical paradigms, these old school thought processes, are still being taught by therapists across the world. These gurus of manipulation, and there's a lot of them out there, I see them all the time on Instagram and Facebook teaching implausible biomechanics as an explanation to manipulative technique. Now, I know manipulation works and I understand the neurophysiological mechanism as to why it works, but it's really important that you also understand the theories behind it. The key is we want to look at the person, okay? We want to look at the biopsychosocial aspects of the patient. We want to look at creating a therapeutic relationship, resilience, self-reliance. We want to give them exercise, nutritional advices. We want to give them current knowledge of exercise rehabilitation, best clinical practice. So you can't be doing that with the person and then telling them that their pelvis is misaligned, that they've got a leg length discrepancy, or that you're just manipulating one segment, yeah? It makes a fallacy of the whole process. The key thing is when you're explaining to your patients that you also have a good knowledge of understanding as to what manipulation is. When I talk to my patients, I don't tell them that manipulation is a magic bullet. I tell them that I am looking to try and create a modification of their symptoms. Manipulation in my mind is all about symptom modification. Okay, I am using this technique to help reduce their pain, reduce muscular tone, improve quality and quantity of movement of an area temporarily to allow them to then get into an exercise rehabilitation phase, to strengthen, to create resilience, to create a good mindset, confidence in movement, to reduce catastrophic thought process, to get that person into a good position that they can become basically self-reliant. Yeah, that is what I'm looking to do. So when my patient says to me, Giles, why are you going to crack my back? I am not realigning structures and I'm not putting things back in place. And myself and Jimmy are going to talk more about this in depth over the next few weeks. I am manipulating something to create a modification in their symptoms. It's a therapeutic tool to allow me to very quickly manipulate the neurophysiological mechanism of the body to help reduce their pain and improve their movement. Think about it this way. It's a tool to help create symptom modification. It's certainly not a magic bullet, and it's not a old school biomechanical paradigm. So guys, read around the topic, get a good understanding of the foundations. That way, when your patient asks you, you'll have a really sensible, logical, and evidence-based way of explaining what it is that you want to do.